ladies and gentlemen, dear friends of volleyball. Standing here tonight is a deeply humbling experience. This honor is not just a recognition of my career, but a celebration of every person, every place, and every moment that shaped it. While I have worn the jerseys and scored the points, I never walked this journey alone. When I first received the news of my induction, my children were the most excited one. Another trip this year to the United States. For me, the emotion was different. It wasn't a surprise, it was a reflection. Not a question of if, but when this moment would come, and how much it truly means. Recognitions like this reminds you to pause, to look back, and to say, thank you. To my family, over here, always there for you, and you always here for me. To my parents, you allowed me to make difficult decisions at a very young age. Thank you for your trust and sacrifice. To my first neighbor, who introduced me to handball and unintentionally to volleyball, thank you for opening that first door. To my physical education teacher, whose passion was gymnastics, but who allowed me to explore other paths, thank you for giving me freedom. To every coach, from the first one who was barely able to pass under the net without touching it, to the one who still wins world medals. Each of you lifted me higher, literally and figuratively. You are part of every medal, every victory, every lesson. To my opponents, you pushed me, you inspired me, and made me better. And to the fans, whether you cheered for me or against me, you gave the game its heartbeat. Your energy made every moment matter. My career truly began in 1998, when I joined the senior national team of Yugoslavia at the age of 19. That moment changed everything. Once you experience volleyball at the highest level, you never want to step down again. From then on, volleyball became my passport. I lived and played in many countries, learning from each culture and calling each new place a home. And yes, I was sometimes misunderstood, perhaps because I questioned things, because I believed that constructive challenge leads to progress, and that mindset shaped my path. It helped me become the only player in FIVB history to win 4 World League MVP titles, 3 in consecutive years. Alongside an Olympic gold medal from Sydney 2000 and over 50 club and national team medals, and who knows how many more honors. Every season of my long career ended with at least 1 medal, and in every country I played, I won at least 1 title. When I stepped off the court, I continued the same philosophy: preparation, learning, discipline. I completed my studies in economics and finance and dedicated myself to helping others learn from the past, live in presence, and plan for the future, just like I personally did. Sport teaches you that success is not luck. It's repetition, failure, adjustment, and belief. The medals are symbols, but the true reward lies in the process. Today, volleyball stands at the crossroad, full of potential, but also facing new challenges. The creation of Volleyball World has brought structure and global visibility, while new leadership at the FIVB brings an opportunity for fresh ideas. But real progress depends on consistency and a long-term thinking. We must see volleyball not only as a sport, but as a brand. A powerful global brand that requires clear structure, a predictable calendar, and storytelling that unites, not divides, at all its levels. Volleyball has the largest number of member federations in the world, and yet it must continue to evolve. We must strengthen our traditional markets, Italy, Poland, Japan, Brazil, while opening doors to new ones. Growth without inclusion is fragile. Volleyball must recognize every stakeholder, not as a secondary participant, but as an essential partner. From athletes who put their passion, to clubs that invest without profit, to federations that highlight our sport. Each deserves recognition, a voice, and a place at the table. The global sports market is more competitive than ever. New sports fight for the same fans, sponsors, and media attention. Younger audiences consume sports differently. They seek connection, authenticity, and purpose. Volleyball must respond, not by imitation, but through genius stories, human stories that inspire. And to truly reach our potential, we must celebrate our legends. The other sports honor their heroes. We must do the same. Visibility of our former champions gives our sport its memory, identity, and strength. We also face a structural challenge, the path from passion to profession. For too many young players and their parents, it seems like the first professional contract is not enough to justify the dream. And yes, we must be honest. Passion alone does not sustain sport. Financial stability, transparency, and shared growth do. Spending without a vision is nothing more than expense, instead to be an investment. Much of people in volleyball invest time, money, and energy, not for profit, but out of love. That love must be honored with a system that rewards their effort and builds trust. Today, I'm proud to give back by mentoring young athletes, sharing my experience with local teams, and helping the next generation believe in true values. I have offered my knowledge, my network, and my passion to the sport that shaped me. Not every offer was accepted, but that has never changed my belief in the power of knowledge and the potential of volleyball. I stand here tonight belonging to no institution, but as an independent voice, one who loves this sport deeply and wants to see it stand shoulder to shoulder with the greatest sports in the world. To the young athletes, remember, success follows effort, not comfort. To the clubs and investors, your support is the backbone of our sport. To the federations, unity and consistency are your greatest responsibilities. And to the fans, you give volleyball its soul. You're not spectators. You're part of every rally, every victory, every defeat. I competed 22 years professionally and in 3 Olympic Games for the same country with 3 different names and 2 different national anthems. Better than Russia. And yet, my values never changed. Passion, respect, teamwork, and responsibility. If volleyball can preserve those values while embracing innovation, then our future is not just secure, it is extraordinary. I accept this honor with humility and gratitude, not as the end of a career, but as a reminder. The best way to honor the past is to help shape the future. Thank you so much.